Sam, I wanted to mention, you were on, I have an internet TV show called The Performing Songwriter, and you were a guest on that. And I always research the artists so I can hopefully ask a couple good questions. And you had been here at PhillyCAM, and I happened to notice that, and I didn't know what PhillyCAM was. So if I hadn't seen that, neither of us would be here right now.
But without you, I wouldn't have connected with the Folk Song Society or the Music Co-op for that matter. So
that's right.
Everything's connected, I think.
When did you start performing music, writing music?
I started playing when I was around 12. That's when I started playing guitar. Then eventually I started writing my own songs not too long after that, and started picking up other instruments. And to this day, I'm doing the same thing. I'm still writing new songs, playing new instruments, just doing the same thing I did when I was 12, just hopefully a little better.
We're going to hear a song now. What would you like to do?
I'm going to do a song that I did last night at the Philly Folk Song Society open mic night. It was the first open mic night in their new headquarters in Roxborough. And I decided to play this song because I'm from Roxborough, and it was kind of a welcoming tune to the society. It's called Roxborough Skyline. Oh, my dear, don't you know I'm a-leaving here, and I miss you so. It's hard to let go. On a lonely train, my aching heart breaks to the sound of rain and falls apart. We must now part. Roxborough skyline is all I can see. Roxborough skyline is shining in my dreams. In the memory of long ago, a younger me from the streets of Roxborough, beneath the towers aglow. I ignored the time, could not wait, but with no rewind, I felt a fade. Too little, too late. Roxborough skyline is all I can see. Roxborough skyline is shining in my dreams. I wish you could now see how I felt and how I stood with you through hell. I play the hand I'm dealt, and if I do not choose to stay, I promise you that on this day I'm just a dream away. Roxborough skyline is all I can see. Roxborough skyline is shining in my dreams. Roxborough skyline is all I can see. Roxborough skyline is shining in my dreams. And I'll return once more with a smile at your lonesome door, if you only take me back, or I'll be gone, 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 down the railroad track. Roxborough Road, is shining in my dreams.
And what's that? Roxborough Skyline?
Roxborough Skyline.
Does it have a skyline?
Yeah, I guess I should have explained that before. I explained it last night at the open mic. Now, we got a couple of radio towers. That's about as good as we got. But the story behind it is that coming home from trips, I'd always see the first thing you see at the night is these blinking red lights of the towers coming home. And you know, right under those, because my house was actually just a block from those towers. So, you know, closer and closer we got to the towers, is closer and closer getting home. So every time I see those towers, it kind of turns up something in my heart, you know. So that's why it's called Roxborough Skyline.
Where do you get your ideas for a lot of your songs?
Everywhere, completely. A lot of times stuff just pops up. I don't know where they come from. Other times I think about things I want to write about, but I don't do too good if I put too much effort into it, as in, like, I want to write this, I want to write this. Sometimes it comes better if it just comes naturally. So kind of like that, like I was just looking at the antenna towers, and I felt, you know, this is real personal. I want to write something about this.
Well, one of the best ways to come up with song ideas is just to be observant and just hear what people are saying, you know, kind of eavesdropping
That's right.
what people are saying, things like that, you know.
Partially stealing other people's ideas.
That's
too.
exactly. Now, you play a number of instruments, and a number of them are here. What are all the different instruments that you do play?
I play guitar, I play banjo, accordion, harmonica, mandolin, a little bit of piano, and I play accordion better than I do piano, but even though it's kind of the same thing. But I just enjoy playing anything I can get my hands on. I'm kind of more master of none, you know, jack of all trade, master of none. I'm kind of like that. I'm not ultra good at something, but I do good.
You're pretty good
throughout. Yeah.
I don't know how you learned all those. I mean, you're not that old.
No.
I mean, I've played guitar since 1971, and I still screw up a lot.
Well, I still screw up a lot too.
You see, in terms of musical genres, people hate this question, but if you had to say, well, my songs are in this genre or this or a combination, what would you say?
I agree with what you said about a lot of people don't like that question, and because a lot of times when they answer it, they say, "Oh, I'm kind of punk," but it's also blues and it's also rock. But I like to say folk because not necessarily as in what everybody thinks of folk, as in acoustic instruments maybe,
right?
But more as a song about people, for people, of people. You know, I write songs about just all things that concern our lives, and I think that's what I mean when I say that I play folk music. I just play music that people listen to.
Well, let's hear another song. What instrument are you going to be playing?
I'm going to pick up my long neck banjo here, and we're going to play a song. I'm actually playing another song I played last night. So I apologize to everybody who was at the open mic last night for hearing these songs again. But hopefully now I'm playing a little bit better. Good? All right, this song is called Fishin Fool, because my dad taught me how to go fishing, and I love fishing, and I just want to write a little song about that, so it's called Fishin Fool. It's been many years since I've grabbed my pole and wandered on down to that fishing hole. A man by the water said, "Boy, you should have taken your bait with you." Woo! It's been some time since I took a stroll and wandered on down to that fishing hole. A woman by the water said, "Sir, you should have taken your shoes with you." It's been many years since I've soothed my soul and sang a little tune by that fishing hole. A child by the water said, "Mister, you should have taken your voice with you." been some time since I went down low and swam to the bottom of that fishing hole. An angel by the water said, boy, you should have taken your eyes with you, 'cause you dove right now, it's time to go. This creek dried up many years ago. There's no use crying 'cause we all wind up dying, but I'd rather be a fishing fool. Yes, I'd rather be a fishing fool. Yes, I'd rather be a fishing fool.
Yeah. A lot of your songs are sound very traditional, folky.
Yeah.
That's cool, because you don't hear that a lot.
No, not really. You gotta look. You gotta know where to look, though, because there are. I mean, going around meeting a lot of people, especially just in the Philly folk scene, you meet a lot of people who are into the traditional. It's just you gotta know where to look, because they're definitely not getting radio play, except here at WPPM PhillyCAM, which is a good thing.
Yes.
I'm not just brown nosing. It's I love this station. I love what you're doing, and just listen. You know, I think the first show you played some Woody Guthrie, Pete Seeger. You played some Highwaymen.
Right.
You would never hear that on the radio, any other station.
Yeah. Well, you might for a few. There are folk stations.
Yeah.
And
maybe I don't know where to look then.
There are a few around the Philly area. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to ask you. You're also in some groups.
Yes.
What are the different groups that you're in?
I'm in. I have two other musical projects that I'm doing right now. One's called Pied Preachers. We're an Irish American folk rock group, and we try to play our band. One guy lives in Maine, the other one lives up the mountains, but he's actually thinking about moving down south. Mm-hmm. But we're good friends, and we still just love to get out playing, especially during St. Patrick's Day. And our other group, it's with the same two guys. It's called Shake It DeVille, and that's kind of our rock and roll alter ego. We play that one's all electric instruments, and I play bass in that group.
Must be hard to really get together when everybody's living
far
away.
Our practice is our shows, really, but just getting together is hard. But you know, when we do get together, we knock the socks off people at our shows. You know, we just have a good time.
Why don't you do one more song?
Sure. I'm gonna do since I got my long neck banjo here, I'm gonna do a song in the same key. So hopefully you guys like the F key. It's a song I actually played the last time I was here in PhillyCAM, the station. I played this song, and we were promoting Make Music Philly at the time, and I know this summer they're doing that again, and I'll probably be playing again. So this song I played last time, it's the song I'm playing right now. It's called Don't You Weep. My mother once told me, if you treat your brother kindly, when the time comes to lay down on the final sleep, you'll be so well paid when your soul is whisked away to the heavens where I'll be waiting. Don't you weep. I said, dear mama, I did all I could do to love, but I'll strike the shepherd, for I am no man's sheep. I'll decide my own fate, your heaven will have to wait, but mama, I'll always be yours, don't you weep. Oh, now, mama, don't you weep. Daddy, what should I believe? Darling, what you sow now, so shall you reap. Though we won't meet again, today will not be the end. For my love for you will live on, don't you weep. Oh, now, don't you weep.
You're listening to Young Sam James here on WPPM. Sam, I'm going to ask you to actually do one more.
Sure.
But before I have you do that, if people want to learn more about you and your music, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can just, hopefully, if you can just Google Young Sam James. Hopefully, I'm the only Young Sam James. There is a Young Sam, but I think he's a rapper on the West Coast.
Yeah,
so make sure you put in that James.
I found him.
I found that too. But I don't think you'll get as confused. But yeah, just Google. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can get to my website through there too. I haven't paid for a website yet, so it's not a .com yet, but I still have a site. And you can just find me any of those places. Okay. And message me. I love talking to people about music, or where they can see me, or where they can tell me where to find some good folk music, you know.
Great. So you have your other banjo.
Yeah,
how does this banjo differ from the one you just played?
The long neck banjo is easier for singing, for me at least, because long neck banjo has 3 extra frets. It's Pete Seeger who actually invented this this banjo, yeah, and he was the first one to use it. And it's tuned in the key of E, and I sing better in F, which means I just need a capoid at the first fret. And it's so much easier to sing with the long neck banjo than the little neck banjo. And also, with the little neck banjo, I also play in my group Pied Preachers, and I cut off the 5th string, and I play more of a tenor banjo.
Oh, okay.
It's still tuned in open G and a banjo, but I play it with a pick usually. But right now, I'm gonna finger pick right now. I'm gonna play a song that I wrote about depression and suicide. Now, very quickly, you're gonna find out that this song is kind of very uplifting and happy. And it's not a slight at anybody who has depression or anything. It's actually kind of appropriate, because it's kind of a answer to a call to help. It's called "We Got This." If you want to cut yourself, I'll be here for you. Let's write a song and put everybody in it. Whoever harmed you won't do no wrong. Just simple lines of words on paper. Would be free to find home. There we go. Life itself, but also love life and yours specifically. Take a moment, please take a third while you're at it, just stay here with me. Sure man, I really don't know how you feel, but I know how it feels to be feeled. It's our song, we can make up words, humans after all, we invented the wheel. And hey friend, I'm right here, there's nothing to be feared. I'm just a guy with 2 good ears who can promise you that I won't disappear. And no, I won't go. Haven't played this song in a while. Cookie dough, river flow. Take my hand, take my pen, help me rhyme. Once again, ba ba da ba da 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 ski la ba 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 da ba ba da loop ba ba da 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 loop ba ba da ba ba da 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 ba 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 ba. Sure, evolution, opposable thumbs, a big brain, written word, it's all good fun, but we're naked, perverse, clinically depressed with a penchant for pettiness, beliefs, and nonsense. But we cry as humans do, so others can see what we are going through. So my friend, take the very next verse, and with this pen, do your worst, yeah. We got this, yes. I said, we got this. We got this.
Young Sam James. Thanks, Sam, for coming in.
Thank you, Ray. I had a good time. Thank you very much.
And who knows, maybe we'll see you at the Folk Festival.
Maybe. Cross my fingers. Hopefully they're listening.